Indiana Jones, It's a podcast about Indiana Jones. Every movie, 1 minute at a time. The Indiana Jones Minute.
Welcome back to the Indiana Jones Minute. This is the podcast where we get to the heart of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom 1 minute at a time. I am Tom Taylor.
I'm Pete Mummert.
I'm Jerry Porter, and today we have a very special guest, Janet Mendez from 7-Eleven fame, our cultural ambassador from the earlier minutes on Mayapur. Welcome, Janet.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Hey.
It's good to finally speak with you.
Yeah.
Okay, good to see. Good to talk to you.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have you on, Janet.
Thank you.
And just to be clear, all that lovely incidental noise, why yes, we are recording from 7-Eleven. I'm gonna get myself a kombucha if that's all right with you. When we're done, of course.
All right, well, we're here with you guys for minute 111. And 111 begins with happy, brightly dressed folks working in the fields of the village. And it ends with kids and parents rushing to be reunited with each other.
So I believe they filmed this scene before they filmed anything else in the movie. I think this was the very first thing they filmed.
I have no trouble believing that at all.
Yeah, as you see how things are acted, people make some very interesting choices, and I think it's because they haven't quite gotten a handle on their characters yet.
Right.
But it's in Janet, you might be able to talk about this a little bit. I believe this was filmed up on a tea plantation right outside of Kandy.
Yes, right. It's in the hillside. That place is called the Kandy, Kandy. That's the name of that place. They filmed over there.
Now, when you see this, I mean, do you recognize it immediately? Or are you like, oh, I know exactly where that is? That the Mayapur village. You recognize it immediately?
Yes, I recognize it immediately.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, where are you from originally, though, in Sri Lanka?
Actually, I'm from the Colombo. That's in the city.
Okay.
Not from the village.
But you've been up to Kandy?
Yes, several times. Many times I have been there.
Okay, good. Well, I mean, it looks beautiful, at least when they bring the Sankara stone back.
Right.
It's a little funky for a minute there at the beginning.
Kandy has my favorite weather in Sri Lanka. It's nice, nice and cool up there.
When the stone's
I was
in place.
wondering, so that is the tea crop that everybody's picking at the very beginning of this minute. That's tea?
Yes, tea.
Okay, and that region is famous for?
Famous for tea, Sri Lankan
Okay,
Ceylon tea.
great.
Yes.
Is it me or is the Mayapur village humming along nicely without these kids?
They seem to have maybe forgotten that they're missing kids. They got their plants back and they got color back in their lives. And the kids might just be like an afterthought. Like, oh yeah, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Everybody has swapped their grief gray saris for the stunning harvest time topaz and chartreuse.
Yeah, do we want to poke at that too much? Like, is there actually like a reason why their clothes would change color because the harvest is back and the water's running again and the elephants came back to life and?
Well, maybe they were just able to wash them.
Oh, maybe they were just.
I think that we have a reason for that, and it's called rinso.
Happy little wash day song, for a wash that's whiter and brighter than new. Rinso washes, rinso new, rinso whisk.
Whiter than new,
Rinso whisk.
brighter than new.
Rinso whisk.
But I wondered, how will it affect Mayapur now that a generation of enslaved kids has returned? Do you guys think the kids will be more studious and industrious because they've developed a strong work ethic? Or do you think when asked to take out the trash, they'll say, oh yeah, well, one of us spent 6 weeks manacled to Pat Roach.
Yeah.
Why don't you ask the Sankara stone to do it?
What happened
I'll
to
tell you
Welcome
exactly
Home?
what they're going to do. Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what they're going to do. they're all still under the influence of the Kali blood.
Uh-oh.
So as soon as their parents go to sleep tonight, they're going to murder them all, and they're going to head straight back and start digging in the water for the Sankara stones.
Sad trombone.
Oh, that's not pretty good. That's not good. That's. Hey, can you guys? I had a question. Can you understand what the kids' names are? Can you tell us what the kids' names are? Do you know?
Are you asking me or Janeth?
Yeah, I'm asking. Well, either one of you. I guess Pete, you might know.
Well, to me, they sounded like Peter, Davy, Anju, and Monique, but I think those are probably not their actual names.
Isn't that the monkeys?
Anju might be correct.
Yeah.
I think Peter, Davy, and Monique might be wrong. It might be Davy, like D-E-V-I.
Devi means in Hindi like a goddess.
That means goddess. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right, great.
Oh wait, can we talk about the kids? The kids. I mean, there's an obvious thing here that we're not like. Well, how do Indy and Willie and Shorty get there way before the kids who have been rushing from
Yeah.
the palace? You know, they had a good couple hours on these guys.
I think they borrowed the Maharaja's Rolls Royce, and they drove back and like flipped the kids off when they're driving past.
Meep, meep.
Yep.
It is
Could
kind
be.
of funny. You do wonder, like, how did they have when the kids all run out of the palace? Like, where do they go?
Well,
And I mean, how much time is it? Like, Pete, you said maybe 10 minutes. Maybe let's give it 30 or 40 minutes. And Willie has a change of clothes, right? So
yeah,
she's
so they had to
gotta
go back in
do
the
that.
palace
So
and change.
maybe let's give it a liberal hour and a half. Now, where are the kids?
See, that's why I think they just walked the whole way home.
Yeah,
And Indy was like, "Oh, I'm taking the car."
yeah. I'm not doing that elephant thing again. That was nice.
Yeah. It's either that or Indy didn't let him leave, and he. I mean, my other theory is these kids don't really look like the same kids in the mine, so it's also possible that most of the kids in the mine Indy put back to work looking for the Sankara stones, and these
Yeah.
are just kids from another village he passed on the way.
I think I
I
dropped
think,
them
you know,
around there.
Yeah.
Ah, you think he maybe got kids from another village?
He just picked up kids, and you remember how this lady just wanted to take short round in the beginning anyway, and so
Oh.
they'll take any kid, any kid in a storm, and so he shows up with these kids, and they're like, "Hey, Davey."
That's a good point. It's a good point. Now, I had a couple questions for our guest, Janet. You've seen all of the Indiana Jones movies, is that right?
Yes, I have seen all.
Okay,
all-
which one is your favorite?
My favorite is the last one.
Do you mean by the last one? Do you mean the Last Crusade, or do you mean the Crystal Skull?
Crystal Skull.
Oh, okay, that's your favorite one. Why is that?
Because I like those aliens things.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you like the alien movies. Well, you know what? You're officially going to be a welcomed guest for the Crystal Skull Minute.
Maybe
For
our only
sure.
guest.
Yeah, we're gonna
Him
have
and
you
Andrew.
back.
Andrew, right?
Yeah.
Now, but when did you first see Temple of Doom, and did you know that it was filmed in Sri Lanka, or did you even know that it was filmed in Sri Lanka when they were filming it?
Yes, because I saw in newspapers they were publishing some news that they are filming this movie.
No, okay.
And then they put some pictures of the main actor
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Pictures.
Of course. And did you see it in the movie theater?
Yes, I have seen. When I was young, a long time ago, I have seen. 2 times I watched it.
Okay,
After that I watched in the computer several times.
And what was your initial reaction? Like, as you watching the movie in Sri Lanka and it's filmed there and the whole thing. What was your initial reaction to the movie?
Can't explain.
I can't either.
Did you like the movie? Did you feel like
Yes,
The
I
movie-
liked very much. That's why I watched second time also. I went to
okay? Yeah.
theater and
Yeah.
watched.
Were you proud that this was Sri Lanka?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, one of the questions that we've had, especially in a few previous minutes, where you have, it looks like a battle royale between Shiva and Kali. Now, and obviously it looks like, Indiana Jones has got Shiva behind him, and Mola Ram, our villain, has Kali behind him. Can you shed some light on that? Can you help us navigate through how, it looks like Shiva wins in the end here? Yeah, is it because, Indiana Jones says to Mola Ram, "You've betrayed Shiva."
Shiva.
Yeah, do you understand what he's talking about?
No, I don't understand. Because you know that Kali also, that god has two faces.
Yes.
One is the bad face and the one is the good face.
So you think Mola Ram is just, he's just focusing on the bad face of Kali?
Yes.
Well, I think we're all confused with what happens
Yeah.
at the end of the movie.
I feel better in my
I don't
confusion
feel
now.
so bad.
I have a question for Janeth.
Yes.
Have you ever seen The Shaman? Was he popular in Sri Lanka in other movies?
Yes, he's very popular.
He is.
Yes.
You've seen him in other Sri Lankan movies.
In many movies he's there. He was acting in many movies in Sri Lanka.
I love it. Second 51, we have one defiant chicken that's just facing the flood of children. Did you guys see that?
No.
Oh yeah, second
Wait, I'm going
51.
back.
There's one defiant chicken sitting there as all the kids rush forth.
Well, I have to say that as somebody with a mild anxiety disorder, as fast at the speed that everybody is racing towards each other, somebody's really going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
since these kids are already suffering the effects of like physical trauma all over their bodies, and now these adults are running at them as fast as they can.
Yeah.
That seems scary to me.
And according to your theory, they don't even know who they are. They're complete strangers.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Nobody's really asking any questions.
No one's asking any questions at all. And the shaman seems to know something's up, because when Indy comes walking up the hill, he just laughs and laughs
Yeah.
and laughs.
Sucker.
Yeah, he knows he's been
Yeah.
beat.
I wondered, where is the shaman heading before he sees Indy coming?
I don't know. He's probably
Like,
going down to the river to see if he can find another guy falling out of the sky who can help him out. We've been skirting around this a little bit. Like, we've been talking about, they must have changed at the palace and stuff. But it's so obvious that they just filmed this at the same time as the scene an hour and a half ago. And, like, Willie's
Yeah.
in exactly the same clothes. And I
They all are.
guarantee that Indy has a sleeve on his shirt if he takes off that jacket.
Yeah.
It's so lazy, it makes me sick.
Well, I think in this case they filmed because it was the only way they could film the village green and then the same village completely desolated was to film it at the same time.
Oh, sure. I mean, I get that. I mean, you kind of have to do that. But, I mean, they could, Willie could still be in her, thing, her whatever that she was wearing in the last scene, and like,
it's weird that they put her back in the same clothes.
I'm actually stunned that they put a bandage on Indy's hand, even though it looks completely different.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, so do we agree, I guess, that grand entrance with the kids, that whole thing was just orchestrated?
That's the thing.
Oh,
I mean, either by Indy or by the movie. It's everything is so staged in this movie at this point. It's like, again, like we were saying this last time, there's so many things that happen just for the moment or something, just for like that, for to have the moment happen a certain way, put a dramatic spin on it or something.
Which, by the way, I'm perfectly fine with in this movie, because that's the kind of movie I feel like this is in a way.
Yeah.
And I think,
Yeah.
because when you watch this at full speed, and when you're in the moment, you've seen all this really dark stuff, and then you get this kind of triumphant moment. I think it's actually a really nice moment.
Yeah,
Like, I
and
know it's kind of staged.
again, I
It
know
doesn't make
this-
sense if you analyze it too closely, but I think it's a
Yeah.
nice, heroic moment for
Yeah, I know
Indy.
this stuff never bugged me for years and years and years until we had this terrible idea of doing it minute by minute, holding it under a microscope. I look forward to just watching it as a movie again and just getting caught up in it.
Well, something else maybe you can help us with here, Janet. You know the phrase "fortune and glory." They say in the movie, Indy, he's seeking fortune and glory, and he's going after, freeing the kids, and also getting the Sankara stones back. Did it ever occur to you that he was going to just keep the Sankara stone for himself instead of give it back to the village of Mayapur?
No.
Okay, all right. And
Not that kind of guy.
I mean, that's fine. And it seems like we've talked about this in the movie. When he looks you're not sure he's gonna free the kids. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like there's a choice. I'm not crazy, right? You feel like there's a minute where you're not sure if he's going to free the kids. He gets the stones, but he might not free the kids.
Yes, I'm sure. It might be that.
We were very surprised to learn that he still had to do the moral mathematics on that one.
Yeah.
So, but I guess that's our hero. Who's real quick? Who's your favorite character in the Temple of Doom, Janet?
Harrison Ford.
Yeah,
He's the favorite. He's my favorite character.
he's your favorite character
Yes.
in the movie. Yeah,
Yes.
well, you'll get no pushback
Yeah,
from
no.
me. Yeah, on that one. So,
Wait, who do you say?
Harrison
he said,
Ford.
Oh,
Indy, Harrison
sure.
Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I would like everyone to keep in mind for the next couple of minutes is apparently some kind of crazy calamity is about to hit the fledgling Jones family. So I wonder if we'll be able to. It's just something to. It's like the calm before a tragedy that's going to split these guys apart. Since we'll never see Willie and Shorty again.
Oh my God.
That's fascinating. Yeah, Janet, what do you think happens to Willie and Shorty? We don't see him in any of the other movies.
I don't know actually.
Unlike us, he hasn't had to worry about that.
He's-
Yeah, well, you're yeah, I guess I'm not overstating the obvious here. They just kind of mysteriously vanish. Well, wait a
do
second.
have-
It's getting something coming in here.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, weird.
yeah, it's all the way. Yeah, we got the telegraph machine all. It's all set up here at the 7-Eleven parking lot. This just in from Professor Christy Porter. Where have the kids been this whole time?
Uh-huh. She
Yeah,
knows.
look, look, we're all on the same page here.
yeah.
Absolutely.
They do have a very nice family embrace moment here where Indy hugs Shorty and he hugs Willie, and they really are like the Cleavers right here.
They kind of
Oh
are.
yeah,
That's true.
absolutely. You know, I'm just gonna say, you know what's really nice here? Here we are in 2017, and it's like the dead of summer, 7-Eleven parking lot, and there are kids clickety clacking with their skateboards everywhere.
Nice.
It feels like summer. Yeah, it's nice. And Janet and I are here sweating our asses off. Let me ask you this: what's hotter, this 7-Eleven parking lot or Mayapur Candy Village?
7-Eleven
Let's go get some kombuchas.
Yeah. Or at least a Slurpee or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, real quick. What's just while we got you? What is the most popular thing at 7-Eleven? What is the number one commodity that everybody buys at 7-Eleven? What do you sell the most of?
We sell mostly we sell hot dogs, we sell and the drinks.
Hot dogs and drinks.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How about Slurpees in the summer?
Yes, we are selling a lot Slurpees.
What's
Sure.
the summer flavor that we all need to know about?
We have pineapple.
Well, that's a classic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
There you go. You know what? Forget
And we have
kombucha.
blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry.
Ooh,
All right.
nice.
Yeah. Can you pick us up one of those, Jer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Turn your
grab
teeth
one of
blue.
those and I'll see if maybe I can find a little Kool-Aid Slurpee in there.
Eh. All right. Well, Janet, thank you so much for joining us today. This is awesome.
Okay. You are welcome and I'll join again.
Oh, yeah, we'd love it.
Good.
Excellent.
Oh yeah,
I'll come to your
Crystal Skull. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do Crystal Skull. You'll be featured for sure. Very good. Yeah,
Awesome.
thank you very much for joining us, Janet, and we'll see you at 7-Eleven.
And yeah, just find Janeth at 7-Eleven. Find us at IndianaJonesMinute.com and at Indiana Jones Minute and the Listener's Crusade on Facebook. And come tell us your favorite Slurpee flavor. And be sure to come back next time for minute 112 of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom here on the Indiana Jones Minute. Kombucha!
Okay.
Davy?
Blue raspberry!